Well, let's just jump to it. Let's just jump to it. All right. So obviously, I'm sure some of you guys watched the dodgeball event. I think we peaked at just under 130,000 viewers. I think it was YouTube was telling me there's an 80K peak on YouTube, and then a 50-something peak on Twitch. So pretty good, man. Pretty good overall. Very happy with how the event did. I think it's my best performing event of the year, which is crazy because we're at the damn end of it, which is a good sign, I suppose, for 2024. And it ran very smooth. It ran very buttery smooth. So this was the most glaring issue, right? Was our original teams. We had some issues with. Now, Team YouTube, okay, it was always meant to be us, this group, the main YouTube people, right? That was a YouTube team. That's easy. Team Twitch came together incredibly easy. I asked Dan Clancy. Originally I asked Mizkif. I'll come clean here, a little behind the scenes. I asked Mizkif because I was hoping to make a team Rumble. Because I wanted every team to be a different platform. This is before I came up with the podcaster's idea. I was like, oh, I'll have a team Rumble. I'll invite Mizkif. Now, here's a fun trivia question. Name 4 other Rumble streamers who aren't alt-right conspiracy theorists. It's hard. It is not an easy task. So I couldn't get a Rumble team going. So I put Miz on Team Twitch. Team Twitch turned out awesome, I think. So anyway, this is our original teams. We had Team YouTube, Team Twitch. That was easy enough. Team Podcasters came about. It was really easy to fill up. I wanted, you know, a few different podcasts represented. I didn't just want like only Yard and Fear and. So Aiden, Nick, Cutie, Austin, Ted, Chuckle Sandwich. Chess Boxing always meant to be there because I'll tell you what, and I'm still trying to fucking do it. I'm trying to sell my damn merch. All right, the original reason I decided to do a dodgeball event was not because I was passionate about dodgeball. It's because I needed to do an event by December 9th. I guess the date could have been a little bit later, but I basically needed to do an event in the month of December to help sell this merch. Why? Because that's what Aiden told me I needed to do. Aiden's my boss. He said, hey, man, we need to sell merch. We bought a fuck ton of it. You canceled Chess Boxing. That's chill, but we did not cancel the merch orders in time. So you need to push these units. So anyway, that's why we did it. So that's why we had a Team Mogul Chess Boxing. And then I thought it'd be really funny if for Team Facebook, we hired a bunch of actors and we had just a bunch of old people and we just hired them to walk out as Team Facebook. I thought that'd be really funny.
What a good dodge.
And it turns out it was really funny.
Coming in with a cannon. Oh, knocked it right out of the house.
You're okay.
Oh my good Lord,
good.
Vince. I do like how Nick Allen was given a team of...
Although, I will say, one issue with hiring a bunch of actors who are old for a funny gag is that they're not very good at dodgeball.
We got Saikuno looking like Pharrell Williams in Get Him to the Greek.
Oh, Saikuno is out, I believe, but not.
Nick Allen, I put on the team. If you don't know, Nick Allen's actually the CEO of Off-Brand, and someone I hired very early on from Mogul Moves to be basically the adult in the room. He's not that old. He's in his 30s. He does have kids, but he's in his 30s. I had him on here just as a joke because he's old, being hurtful as I sometimes am. Turns out he was amazing at dodgeball.
He crossed the line.
But the issue with hiring a bunch of actors and older people who might not be so good at dodgeball is that in about 15 seconds,
he threw a bad ball, and that's okay, but Fries goes down.
You can hit one person.
I'm trying to get the headband boy out. You know what I mean? Nick Allen, he's done.
Catch another person's ball.
Speaking of the headband boy out.
Hit a third person, catch a second ball, and get an ace.
That's over.
What a closeout by the Burger Boy.
And that is why he changed the bracket. Yeah,
dude, that was crazy. The moment I did that, I was like, oh, I need to cool it a bit. I thought the whole time, I'm not going to lie, I thought literally paid actors. Yeah, I did actually hire paid actors. Not to necessarily make myself look better, but that was the idea. Hey, I'll say this. Okay, I thought Team YouTube was going to be dog shit. I really did. I really, truly believed in my heart of hearts that Ludwig, Saikuno, Valkyrie, Fusli, Lily Pichu, you throw us all in a room, we are dog shit at the beautiful sport of dodgeball. I thought that. And I didn't think that just because we had the most women on a team, because I'm not sexist. I thought that because I saw them, and then I became sexist. We did a practice. Okay, we did a practice the day before. And for a week, people had been requesting a practice. For a week, people had been requesting a practice. And so the day before we finally did it, that's not exactly how things went down. how do I explain this? We've been trying to get together for a week, but everybody had busy schedules. Eventually, the only day that's free is the day before the dodgeball event, Saturday. And so in a group chat with everybody, I asked, hey, what time would you guys like to practice at? Because I saw a YMCA that was like a generally easy place for everybody to get to. And I called them and they said we could use their racquetball court to practice dodgeball, which is about the perfect size. So they said 2 times, 10 o'clock, 2:30 p.m. I'm like, perfect. I asked the group chat, 10 o'clock a.m. or 2:30 p.m. The only person who replies is Saikuno. He says 10 a.m. I'm like, great, lock it in. 6 hours later, the rest of the group chimes in. They go, 10 a.m.'s early. 10 a.m.'s early. And I go, that's fine. 2:30's perfect. I wake up the next day. I ask Nick Yingling to call, and he calls, and he says, ooh, Ludwig, bad news. The 2:30 slot canceled. And I'm like, fuck, that's all right. I'll just tell them that, and I'll move on with my day. And I do that. Well, I do the second part of that. I move on with my day. I did, however, forget to tell them. And Saturday was 2 things for me. 1, it was supposed to be a practice session. 2, another thing I did on Saturday, I did my company's annual mile, all right? And when I say our annual mile, if you don't know what that is, don't blame yourselves. I literally made it up. It's where everybody in the company runs a mile as fast as they can, and then next year we compare the times to the year before. This is the inaugural mile, so everybody ran their first mile. And we had a group of about 10 people from Mogul Moves who all went to a track, and we ran our little tookuses off. I'm proud to admit, got a 6:59 for my annual mile. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. So it's not annual. It's annual. It's just starting this year. All right? It's just this year. Raises based on mile times. Yes. And the way it works is whoever has the fastest mile gets to control the company. So a big congratulations to Automated, because Auto got a 6:36. That son of a bitch is fast. So anyway, we do that. How long is a mile? 1,600 meters. We do that. The moment I'm done with my mile, I'm checking my phone, and it's 2:28. Again, we were supposed to meet at 2:30. It's 2:28. I just finished my 6:59. I'm feeling like the fucking king of the world. I'm on cloud 9. I look at my phone. I see, hey, almost there, in the group chat from a One Lily Pichu. And I'm like, oh no. And then I write in the group chat, I'm like, hey, you guys aren't there yet, right? Like, you haven't left yet, right? No response. I call. No response. I started to get nervous. A couple minutes passed. Finally, I guess they look at their phone and they go, Ludwig, where are you? We're here and the entire building is closed. And I'm like, oh no. Oh fuck. And I realize I'm basically 45 minutes across town. I had them all go to a place that we do not have access to practice dodgeball. And here's the kicker. I don't even have any dodgeballs. Now, this is my fault. I did not relay the information that, hey, this 2:30 slot's unavailable. I didn't relay that. That's on me. That's my fault. I fucked up. And so I'm trying to, like, scramble together here. If you saw me, I was panicking. I'm trying to scramble together. So I find a park that's, like, nearby. I'm like, hey, go to this park. They had one dodgeball, luckily, from Lily. God bless Lily. And I'm fucking Ubering, and I'm like, you know, step on it. Mach 5 getting there. I get there. They're all, by the time I get there, winded. Like, they're out of breath already. I'm like, what'd you guys do? They're like, we were practicing dodgeball for 20 minutes. We were practicing dodgeball for 20 minutes, and now we're tired. And I was like, because I know the event. I know the rules of the event. 15 minutes. And by the way, at this point, the games were 15 minutes. The semifinal games were supposed to be 2 15-minute halves, 30 minutes total. Right there on the dot, call my producer for the event off-brand. I say, hello, we have to make it 10-minute halves. These fuckers are not going to make it. And then we start practicing. Now, here's the thing. How do you actually practice dodgeball with one ball and 3 people who don't really know how the game works? And the answer for me was pretty simple. I lined them all up against a wall, and for about an hour, I just wailed on them. This is actually what we did. I just lined them all up against a wall. It was Saikuno, Lily, Fusli, and Michael. And I'll just throw the fucking ball at them. And every time I told them, I said, you got 2 options. You catch that fucking ball, or you dodge that ball. All right? You only catch the ones your body's behind, and you dodge the ones that you got no chance to get. Good fucking luck. And I just went at, just wailing. Bow, 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 bow. And it worked. It actually worked. Because a lot of catching a dodgeball is getting over the fear, the anxiety of it. Because it doesn't hurt when it hits you. You just have to look at the goddamn ball. And for the most part, I'm going to throw it about as hard as a ball will be thrown. You know, varying degrees. Some people will throw a little harder, but it won't be too much harder. And it'll usually be a bit further away than I was. So the practice session, I think, helped a bit. So we do that. Get boba. Go home. Next day is dodgeball. One crippling issue. I wake up, and my right arm is throbbing. For whatever reason, my dumbass had not pieced together repetitive stress injuries. So when I spent the better part of 1 to 2 hours throwing a damn ball at 4 people, wailing on them, it did a number. So I went to the event already sore, already needing a day off. And then we had to play an actual dodgeball event. Now, luckily for me, the brackets worked out in a way. Some might call it rigged. Others might say that it was done in this way to highlight certain players. Some people might even say that with Michael Reeves, the seeding was correct. But we happened to be in a pool with a relatively weak team full of a bunch of hired actors. And so, although I was nervous that we would lose, or nervous that we would make a bad showing, and by the way, Lily this whole entire time was basically begging me and begging Michael to have Michael on the team. She would go to me and she'd be like, can Michael play for me, please? Can Michael play for me? And I'll go, no, he can't. He can sub in, but you have to play the whole first game by yourself. And then she'd go to Michael. She'd be like, Michael, will you please come? And Michael, I swear to God, he was like, I really have to grind the Fortnite Battle Pass. I need level 70 for Peter Griffin. Like, he was stressed about that. He was like, I really, like, I've carved out this Sunday, and when I looks at the calendar, it does not say 8 hours of dodgeball. It says 8 hours of Fortnite, and you are fucking with my flow. Lily, the girlfriend, she has her power, she has her ways. Michael shows up. But the first match, like I forced her to, he was not allowed to play. However, because the first match worked out in the way it did, and by saying that, I mean I switched it so that we were in a pool with Team Facebook, which was full of hired actors.
Okay.
And now Sakuda's kind of getting his bearings here. He crossed the line. He threw a bad ball, and that's okay. But Fries goes down.
Wasn't too hard.
I'm trying to get the headband boy out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Nick Allen, he's done.
Great catch from Ludwig.
Speaking of the headband boy out.
Oh my God! And he orchestrated it, Cheryl.
And the game is over here. That's it. That's over.
What a closeout by the Burger Boy.
And now
In what most people are calling one of the most amazing dodgeball clips of all time, insane display of athleticism, absolute jock. Please show the clip again. Yeah, I got it.
Speaking of the headband boy out.
Oh my God! And he orchestrated it, Cheryl.
and the game is over here.
Third time.
Speaking of the headband boy out.
Oh my God! And he orchestrated it, Cheryl.
And the game is over here. That's it.
I realized we were probably going to end up winning this match. Not before,
They're
though.
all sellouts.
Yeah, they did. They did get the bag early on.
Great dodge.
Oh my God! Double dodge.
Now the ref
Just the
said
top of the foot.
that hit your foot.
That's, you know, that's a little bit misogynistic, but we'll have it. We'll let it happen.
I saw the bloodlust in her eyes. I was ready for an insane play from Valkyrie, but
Yeah.
Oh, you got to catch those.
and he says, "Let's rock." Boom!
Oh.
2v1. Can Nick Allen bring this?
Nick
back from
Allen,
1v5?
1v5.
He needs to bring it back up. He's coming in.
Okay, bro. I promise I will not spend much of today admonishing my team because I'm very happy with how they played overall. Dude, what was Leslie doing?
Can Nick Allen bring this back from a 1v5?
He needs to bring it back up. He's coming in hot. Only
did
4.5 minutes left. And Nick Allen. What Jesus.
Oh, brother. So we end up beating Team Facebook, but after the 1v5 ace that Nick Allen got, and after the team reported on how really out of shape they were feeling, we realized it might be important to add Michael Reeves to the squad on our next match, which was going to be against Team Twitch, a much more formidable team. I mean, just to go over it one more time, this team, Hassan, Mizkif, Dan Clancy, who had a hell of an arm, Extra Emily, who was definitely the weakest player there, and Squeaks. It's a pretty formidable squad, right? And especially with Hassan, like a man who talks hella shit if you lose to him, it's an important match to win. All right, it's an important match to win.
Do you guys think that Lud put on this event just to show off? Is that really the reason we're here?
I think that's why he put himself on Team YouTube.
Is that why he's wearing that shirt as well?
He's an asshole. Everyone thinks Ludwig's an asshole. And
Okay, I missed this commentary moment. Nope, people don't think I'm an asshole. Actually, a really nice, sweet guy. First off. Second off, I'm wearing the same shirt Michael's wearing, and we both look good in it, so it can't be an asshole shirt because he's wearing it. We look good together. All right, third off, if I wanted to show off, I would not have put Michael on my team. I would have kept the Chuckle Fucks, and I would have just slayed out as the only person who can throw a damn ball. Didn't do that. Didn't do that. All right, I wanted my team to rise. my team to rise. That's all. That's all I wanted.
There we go. So we actually have a sub in. Michael is replacing Lily. They're acting as a duo.
Are they allowed to do that? He's not wearing shoes.
I mean, they're doing it.
That's crazy. Everyone in the crowd, please direct your attention to Michael's feet.
Yes. The feet are on full display in
He's
the
looking pretty good.
auditorium.
Looking pretty good.
Sorry, maybe I'm dumb right here. I feel like, does my leg and then also ass look like a horse's? Sometimes I feel like I'm looking at a man in a half horse, half man costume.
Full display in
He's
the
looking pretty good.
auditorium.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, bro grew up on the islands. He knows a thing or two.
Yeah, man. Now, Michael, as they're pointing out here, was playing barefoot. And he also practiced barefoot, so I guess it does add up. All right, this is, I guess, yeah, the Hawaiian Island boy play style. He did, I will say, get a shit ton of blisters by playing barefoot. So was it worth it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did it end up making his foot look like this? Also abso-fucking-lutely. So, you know, give and take there.
Man, he looks agile with them toes, too. They're just, like, peckered up on the floor.
He looks good. The pace has slowed down. I
really
think
has.
people are pretty gassed.
Well, I think they had a long time to rest, right?
Yeah.
I think they're. Ooh!
Bang!
Casualty and it's straight.
Two-piece.
Left and right.
Okay.
Two-piece.
Extra Emily's out as
Dan
well.
with a great block. Oh, did he?
Big catch. Oh, skating.
Ooh, look at me with a fucking early good game, baby. 2 hits and a catch.
And it's just young Squeaks. Is
that's
Hassan
good.
out? He is out.
Okay.
And this is where I realized this first game against Team Twitch that me and Michael were going to be a delectable duo. Because anytime I would get a hit or catch a ball, he would swoop in right after doing the same, if not better. If not better. And I was like, hold up, Team YouTube, we might be able to do something here. It's a bit of Shaq and Kobe, and I am definitely Shaq on the Celtics, and he is Kobe. I guess I was on the Lakers.
Michael Reeves, holy shit.
And the cheerleader, Foosley.
Michael Reeves
the
first
runner
of the
with
line.
Leslie.
First of the line, because he's not wearing shoes, I think he's got that grip advantage.
Michael and Ludwig wearing the same shirt, actually, which is kind of cute.
What are the
Michael
chances?
here, hiding the fact that he has a ball. He's so smart. That's what I did in our last one. I put it in my shirt.
Absolute zinger.
Yeah,
Squeaks,
knocked
get out of there,
somebody
baby.
out that way.
Can't catch my
You know
balls.
what I tried to do? I tried to shoot.
I will say I was very good at dodgeball in high school. Good enough that dodgeball is how I ended up dating an upperclassman. I guess they weren't an upperclassman, but I was a freshman and they were a sophomore. And we used to do a freshman versus sophomore dodgeball game. And in this dodgeball game, Jail was on the opposite team's side. So you can imagine here, if a YouTube person goes out, they'd sit next to Twitch. If a Twitch person goes out, they go next to YouTube. So that's what we would do. And so if I was in Jail, I would be next to the sophomores. And then there was a girl that I liked who was next to the Jail. So I would intentionally get myself out and then start fucking chatting and chirping. And then at one point, she started dogging me because I was in jail so much. She was like, damn, you must suck at this game. So then when I get out of jail, I go freak mode. I do freak shit. I'm telling you, I did shit nobody I've ever seen before in the sport. Okay? And I made being good at dodgeball part of my personality. A issue that came along with that is I had crippling pains in my elbow every single week. That didn't go away for 4 years. But we did end up dating for 2 months. And we smooched. And then broke up. She started dating another guy. So anyway, I have a history of dodgeball.
Shoot over someone's head.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out because I couldn't aim. But it's like concealment is how we start to win.
Concealment is big.
Oh, Saikuno.
Okay, at this point, we should probably mention Saikuno in his jacket. I gave every team a uniform because I thought it'd be funny. Whether it was just simply color coding it purple for the Twitch people, or if it was like boxing gear plus the boxing merch for the chess boxers, or if it was us, which was supposed to be like laid back, chill, fucking cool red clothes. Now, what I didn't realize is that the cool red clothes, although looked cool, were not really helpful for the sport of dodgeball. Specifically, a red leather jacket doesn't really get the job done in terms of freeing up your arms and giving you mobility. So nobody wore it. Nobody except for Saikuno. And when asked, Saikuno, why are you wearing the leather jacket? Would it not be better to take it off? He would respond, yeah, but it looks so cool. And at first I thought he was fucking crazy, but then he did this.
Start to win.
Concealment is big.
1, 2, 3.
Saikudo.
Like, he looks so damn. He doesn't even look like he's trying to dodge. He looks like Spike from Cowboy Bebop, dodging bullets.
Walking on him.
He turned his back to the opponent.
I'll put you on my back.
Got him finding his target.
Oh,
Can't hit it.
Valkyrie!
Hassan dodging 3 balls, 4 balls. This is Hassan's dodging all the balls.
Oh my God! Saikudo with a dodge, but not that one. And here comes a big one from Hassan. Goes for Fusli. She runs.
I forget
up,
if we won
cocks
this
it.
game.
No dice.
Oh,
You got to target
dodge.
Ludwig here, but he's too nimble.
Look at me
And here comes
galloping.
Michael Reeves.
Oh my gosh. All right, now the pace.
There we go, Michael.
Dan drops one, and then he said the F word. Oh, I never seen a CEO do it.
By the way, Dan Clancy, a very passionate dodgeball player. I did not expect this. When I came over to his team, he was running that ship with an iron fist. He would say shit like, when I say Cape, that means you go for Moises. You do not go for Will Neff. What does Cape mean? And then they'd be like, go for Moises. And then he'd sit there and he'd be like, hey guys, we do not catch here. We do not catch, okay? You dodge, you throw, you do not catch. It's not worth the risk. And then somebody would catch a ball and he'd be like, good catch. Wasn't worth it, though. Wasn't worth it. Don't go for the catches, guys. Which might be good advice generally. I personally did not heed that advice. I think catching is a goated thing to do. Feels good. Also gets you 2 plus 1 in, plus 1 of them out. So I always go for it. But that he was running that ship, I will say.
They're doing everything they can to
great
survive
with
this,
it.
but now
Honestly,
they're back on the aggression. Fusli out.
All right, we had a 3v3. Me, Michael, Ray, our power 3. That's probably why Dan Clancy said don't go for catches.
Where are you at?
Okay, Michael Reeves is nasty with it.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Michael Reeves is a beamer. That tag team switch is proving to pay off big time.
Big deal. Nice block. Ludwig says light work. Here comes Michael loaded up. His kiff doesn't get hit. Oh, catch it!
It's fucked up. I actually just like point blank threw that ball literally as hard as I possibly could right at her stomach. And that's not the only time I did that.
Here comes Michael loaded up. His kiff doesn't get hit.
She's just sitting there like this. She's like,
Catch it! You gotta go for that.
1v3.
And so, guys, what you might not understand watching at home is like you don't want to take your eyes off the enemy. So when you're looking for a ball like with your hands, it's extremely scary.
Yeah, I don't like it.
If a ball goes up, Emily doesn't want to look up to find it to catch it, right? She just wants to stop.
what a dodge.
Dodge.
Wait, I forgot about this round. Miz kind of came alive.
Yeah, Bro hit Z and prone. And now it's a Michael and Valkyrie versus Miz Kid matchup. Here we go. What's the ref say?
Ray
1v1.
down to a 1v1.
Does she have what it takes? And
She does.
She got the bloodlust.
The energy. 2 in the hand.
Worth 1 in the bush.
Nothing is found. Now
This
it's
is not
back.
impossible here.
This kid is back on the aggression. I mean, they both have balls. It all comes down to who could land a shot first.
Oh,
Good
great
block.
block. Slow and careful.
And the ref says it bounced off of her ball and hit her in the knee.
Slow and careful.
Both have balls. It all comes down to who could land a shot first.
Now I'll keep it a buck. Ref will definitely smoking a whole lot of weed on that one. However, before we start going, oh, ref this, ref that, I do think what made this event so fun was that the refs played their rules quite fairly for best content, best vibes. They're very fun refs. They would let people go for catches that were clearly out of bounds, but still allow the catch and say, hey, you're out because you're out of bounds. A lot of times they wouldn't enforce out of bounds if it was like, one person left on a team or something. They didn't go as far as to rig it, and I do think they missed some calls. But I do think they kept the game running at a good pace, and they never were too biased to one team, and they were never too strict with their rules in a way that I think would ruin the fun of it. So I actually really liked the refs. But right here, they called it a hit. Miz won the 1v3, which was pretty clutch, which tied up Team Twitch versus Team YouTube 1-1.
Oh,
Good
great
block.
block. Slow and careful.
And the ref says it bounced off of her ball and hit her in the knee.
This is probably like the most tense game of the day. Even looking back on it, having played in the finals, not just because how close the game was, But I think like there's something to Team YouTube versus Team Twitch. You know, I like those are the top 2 competing platforms. Everyone knows each other on each team. You know, and then there's some real like competitiveness to try to beat that person and have those bragging rights. And you see it on everyone's face when they're playing.
Yep. Which, and they're off.
All right, game 3.
It's funny, this team hasn't yet developed the strategy of sending one runner to throw back the balls.
Now, I had a general strategy. I would hover towards this side, and I would throw my ball across, trying to cross the maximum amount of people. Because my thought process was, if I don't hit the person I'm aiming for, maybe I'll hit someone behind. If I just put enough zip on a ball at a diagonal angle, because usually people kind of do this like ladder thing or this like, you know, bird formation, like do.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, Sykkuno's been playing a very interesting strategy. He reminds me of an anime character.
He's insane.
He's just kind of shambling around, and at any moment I feel like he'll just come alive. But when that happens, we aren't sure.
Oh,
that's a hit on Ludwig.
Okay.
Valkyrie had a yeah.
I can't believe I got out on that.
Her hand, unfortunately.
This one
What a
looks like
shit
it's gonna
game.
wrap pretty soon.
No. Why are you saying that?
It's a 5v2, and one of
What a shit game for me.
We got fucking
I realize I died too early
Are you kidding
sometimes.
me?
Fuzik screaming for her life. She lives.
The strategy.
I would do anything for that man's hair. Anything. Big block by
great
Fuzik. Good job.
block.
Huge block. Well,
It's like she threw a
A
touchdown.
little ambitious. Oh, Hassan.
Hassan's out, but
Safe.
Does Michael win this game?
A safe one for Michael, and they got to find some balls.
A 2v5?
Okay.
He is a
There's no
star.
way.
Ludwig seething right now. He's surrounded by a phalanx of his minions. Here you go, gentlemen. Oh! No! Squeaks, are you okay?
2v3?
Ooh, Julie goes out. That was coming my way.
Okay.
Team Twitch takes a
Great
great round,
performance from Team Twitch.
making it a 2-1.
Than you think it is.
Yeah, we got cooked there. That was a tough one. That's when I realized that I can't play so pushed up.
You
I can't get out so early.
You do.
I thought it was in shape.
A lot better.
And that's
than
really,
I thought.
Team Facebook's issue. We just didn't pace ourselves. I feel like if we, played slow, we would have done amazing.
Yeah.
You exploded out, and that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to make it count. So, Ludwig, again, the star player here, got knocked out way earlier, and that was a problem for the team. He had a hit.
Ooh, bad throw. And I'm out instantly?
His strategy is not working against Team Twitch.
Oh, here we go. Team YouTube.
Oh, Ray got hit in the foot. A lot of ways to get back in the game, but you got to take what they give
Damn,
you.
I'm
Hassan throws the
horrible.
ball. Those are the ones you got to catch, and Sykkuno misses it.
Yeah.
Michael coming up. Here's a big cannon.
There's an opportunity for Michael to get one out for sure.
Oh, we heard it, too.
We heard it.
2v5,
And that's another out.
2v4,
Okay.
2v3.
And this is doable,
Okay.
especially with Hassan on the other team. Hassan throws the most catchable balls known to man. And he can't catch himself.
Oh. See, this is what I mean when I say people cared about winning. Look at Hassan's face when he misses this.
Catchable balls known to man. And he can't catch himself.
That's a competitor right there. That I'll tell you what, that's a competitor. That's the face of competitor who got his damn ankles broken by Foosley.
Clutch 2v2.
It doesn't matter if they throw.
She moves like an
It's the
agent
strategy.
in the Matrix.
She stands still, spins, and they can't hit her.
And look what happened. It's a 2v1.
Leslie versus the world.
She needs to catch a ball or clutch the fuck up. Let's see what happens here. And that's that.
Okay, it didn't work out.
Another win.
She did well there
for
though.
Team
She got
Twitch.
2 outs. I can't flame. She did really well.
Nothing. Okay, slow.
There you go.
And
There it
forget
is.
some.
Okay, so this is where we came up with the new strat. Because for the first couple rounds, I'd gone and I had ran and I'd gotten a ball and I'd backed up. This round I said, Michael, you run up, you get one ball, you turn, you throw that ball to me, I will throw it behind the red line as fast as possible.
You ain't bad, you ain't nothing. Okay,
So we did that. I catch and release. I fucking whale a ball. It hits Emily's ball, knocks it out of her hands, which does count as an out.
There you go.
And
There it
forget
is.
some
Good
ball
start.
on the line. This is
Ludwig
terrible.
knows what has to happen right now.
And we were also in a position where we couldn't win slowly because it's only the 15-minute timer, which there was 3 minutes, 43 seconds left, and we needed 2 wins to tie it.
The ref is saying
Yep, extra Emily's out.
Emily is out. Yep.
They're killing me on time, though, here. Killing me on time.
And it's a
10-second
5v4
rule
grade.
explanation.
Here we go. I think that was Miskiff out.
I think I hit Miz there.
And it's a 5v4 grade.
Iyer,
Out. Yep.
Who was
to
that?
the jail zone, and it's a 5v4
I think that was Michael maybe that hit Miz. Yeah, hit him right in the fucking kneecap.
grade.
Here we go. Here we go. I think that was Miskiff out.
I think so.
Yup.
And he is out into 3v5 with Ludwig alive and also Michael Reeves.
This is exactly what needed to happen. This is the YouTube comeback story.
But
Yeah.
they got to do it fast.
They got to do it fast. They got to play aggressive. They have the numbers. It's time for them to execute. They're lining up. They're
they're
pointing
taking their
fingers at
time.
Hassan.
They're
Hassan
taking
knows every ball is about to come his way.
Said, I want you, Marsh.
Here we go. Ludwig calls a count.
A 4. Oh my God, Squeaks gets hit. Clancy gets hit.
No. It's Hassan. Squeaks is in.
Oh my God.
1v5.
I think it's all down to Squeaks now.
I'm seeing a lot of shit talk, guys. I want to first off preface, dodgeball's hard, man. Throwing these balls is hard. It's not an easy thing to do. It's also a gassing thing to do. And it's also not a big man's game. Big man does not thrive in the sport of dodgeball. It's the small, nimble people that do well. Michael Reeves, Sapnap, Yasuo. Those are the people nimble as hell. Caroline.
Double attack. YouTube ties it up.
And do they have enough time?
It's not tied up.
they have
It's
enough
not tied
time?
up.
It's
It's
not?
3-2.
3-2.
It's 3-2. Yes, they are in the game.
This was so sick. Okay, 1 minute, 55 seconds left on the clock. We need to win a round to tie it up.
This is what happened with one of our
If we
matches.
tie it, we go to OT,
Yes,
but we
exactly.
need to
That's
tie
what
it up.
happened.
We
No
need
block
to
at the
win
end,
this.
and
It's
then
do
we
or
played the
die.
tiebreaker.
Correct.
And then we
We tried the same strat, but the ball was thrown a little bit out, so they were able to back up in time.
No, we didn't. And Miskiff goes out early to Ludwig. This is
Miskiff
really
going
bad.
out early is massive. Oh, Ludwig tries to catch, but he goes
Oh, I
out.
fucked up the catch.
Still have Michael, and Saikuno has yet to activate the Avatar state.
Yes.
Big catch.
This is the Michael Goat game.
And then he goes out. So that means Miskiff's in, Squeaks is out.
Correcto mundo.
Yep.
Miz enters the game.
And no, this is
2v4.
really fast. Fuji screaming
Once
for
again,
dear life.
Michael
She's gonna
Reeves.
cock one back. Let's see what she's got. Nothing. I've seen men empty whole clips of dodgeballs and hit nothing
Dude,
but
they
air.
throw everything at her. They get nothing.
Emily's just standing there like a statue.
Dude, holy shit.
Emily's just standing there like a statue.
This catch was the craziest thing to happen all day. In an effort to dodge it, just the way that his hands moved, like a glitch in the Matrix, he catches it with his head and his bicep. And it makes everybody, like, T-pose. Like, everybody gets stunned. In fact, I was the first to recognize that he caught the ball even before Michael himself realized he caught it. And instantly, my fucking godlike reactions kick in. I run for the ball. I scoop it up. I go to hit Dan Clancy. I miss and then I get knocked out. Which was so embarrassing after that godlike display from Michael. Like, this game should have been won off that swing instantly. I just missed my throw. If I hit that throw, it would have been just fucking light work. I probably shouldn't have gone for Dan, but I saw he had a ball near him, and he was going for it. But I should have gone for Miz, who was distracted. But I think what happened is the moment I threw the ball, Michael was like, oh, wait, the game's still going. And so they were all like, oh, Miz, oh, look, he got the ball. Emily's like, wow. And it sounds like, yeah, that's crazy. And so I think when I threw it, even though I fucked up, it put Michael out of the genjutsu. And then he got a hit on Emily.
Ludwig seeing if the ref has seen what happened.
Where did Miz get hit? Oh, Miz was out because he caught the ball. Oh, duh. So Miz is out because he caught the ball. He hits Emily, so Emily's out. Dude, look at him pop off. That's so fucking dope. And then it's Hassan and Dan Clancy.
Ludwig seeing if the ref has seen what happened. And he does. He plays like an
He
honorable
didn't
man.
even know he caught it. He didn't even know. He had no idea. There it is.
A 2v2 with Michael Reeves and just a lot of
By the way, 30 seconds on the clock, right?
To go to OT.
You need to win this, and it's so doable.
You gotta help your teammate. This is it.
This is everything.
They can't. Never mind. Just stand still.
This
Don't
is
get
so
hit.
sick.
They won't shoot at Michael for some
15
reason.
seconds on the clock. We need to win to tie up.
Here we go. Here's the attack. Hassan goes down. Hassan goes down. It's
The double throw in Hassan works. The camera cuts, so it's not super clear, but I'm pretty sure Michael's ball hits. 8 seconds left.
What do you got, old man?
3, 2, 1.
Counterattack! It's overtime!
That was so fucking sick. The buzzer beater clutch from Michael after that insane catch. What did he do there? He got the out by catching the ball on Miz. He hits Emily with the ball. He hits Hassan with the ball. And then with 3 seconds on the clock, picks up a ball. Look how much time Dan had here, by the way.
What do you got, old man?
Michael misses. Dan runs up to hit Michael. In that time, he fucking picks one, scoops one, throws one, and dodges Dan's hit. That's crazy. That was crazy fucking moves from Michael, man.
It's overtime! We're going to time.
That was crazy.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness. It goes to match number 7.
And now, some people are pointing out the very true fact.
What do you got, old man?
3, 2, 1.
He did technically step over the line here. Oh, look how close that ball was to him. Dude, look at this ball. Look at this dodge. Look at this dodge. Now, he did step over the line, but as I said earlier, the refs they're playing by the rule of cool here, okay? Are you really trying to fucking kill one of the most godlike plays in the dodgeball tournament to be a stickler for the rules? Now, I understand in certain leagues you have to do this, like the NFL, and the Kansas City Chiefs want to kill themselves now. But this is fucking, come on, man. This is content. This is cool. We've been pushing the line all day. People break it constantly. Let's not be sticklers here. And because of that, we tied it up 3-3. We go to OT. Now, OT has a very specific rule. It is the no blocking rule. This is a really hard rule. It makes the games go really fast because most people grab a ball, they use it as like a shield to block all coming in balls. But if you can't do that, if that is an extension of your hand and you are out, it means you can only dodge.
But here we go.
Twitch, are you ready?
Referee asking if the Twitch team is
YouTube, are
ready.
you
Asking if YouTube is ready. And we're off.
Here we go. We grab all 3 balls this time on the YouTube. Oh, and they try to snipe Michael real fast.
Thing comes out of
Whiff.
it. The handoff
5v5,
here.
we start playing slower. Notice that this blocking rule is pretty hard because our MVP Michael
Handoff here.
goes to block a ball that he probably didn't need to block. Maybe he could have dodged. It's actually going right for his skull. And because of that, he's out.
That's a block. We forgot.
Yep. Okay. Great prediction. Great prediction.
Reactions.
So you can still catch. You can still save
Oh,
Michael here. And
Fuzi's
Fuslie
out.
goes down. The untouchable gets
It quickly becomes a 5v3. Fuslie goes out too.
Ooh, strong throw from Miz.
Here we go. Cock one back. Ludwig. Now he's actually going to play the game.
And Team Twitch was firing on all cylinders here. Look at the dodge that Emily just got.
Cock one back. Ludwig. Now he's actually going to play the game.
Because I did chuck this right at her skull. And I had a magnet to her skull all day. I even hit her head off cam. Look at this dodge. Like her head was there a frame before. And then Dan did shit with his body I didn't know was possible at that age.
Oh my God, they're like water dancers.
This is the hardest I've seen live.
They're like water dancers. I didn't hear that. That was funny.
Here's the thing, though. Team Twitch gets a little bit cocky in these positions, though. We've seen them throw this exact position. 2-man lead, they struggle to close it out.
Look at
They
Miz's
really do.
throws.
The position.
Look at the
2-man
power
lead,
on this.
They struggle
Holy
to close
shit.
it out.
They really do.
They really do.
In addition, you know, the gas element is truly a situation here. Now, Ludwig has been training for a marathon. Element is truly.
They're calling me out on this. Let's check the tapes. No, I think that was an expert dodge. The refs didn't call it, but I also don't think this was an out. I think I dodged that beautifully.
Truly a situation here. Now, Ludwig has been training for a
Definitely hits the
marathon.
floor.
Has to pick up the ball, and he's scared to do it, but he does not.
Now, I fuck over Saikuno here. One of the things that you can't do is you can't stack in front of somebody. And so they're going for me. I dodged to my left, and I ended up dodging in front of Saikuno, which I think cuts off his vision.
One. Saikuno gets hit with
Then he takes a fucking bullet for me. It's a 2v5 now.
a blocked ball, so he is out. Emily goes down as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We get Emily, which is like, all right.
To take out Emily.
Now we need a catch. Hassan with a terrible throw. There it is.
Oh, just
He
barely.
catches it. Now that's a swing.
Amazing
Michael is
catch.
back in.
And it's
That
Michael
is
back in.
insane.
You're right.
Since
Oh my
Mike,
God.
yeah, Michael was the first in the graveyard, so he comes back.
So clutch that Michael was first out, because now he's first in, and having Michael back in just feels a whole lot better. And this is where I realize, because they're about to pick up balls, all of them, having a ball in your hand is actually really bad in OT. Like that catch I had to do against Dan, I had to drop my ball because if I were to block it, I'd be out.
Oh my God.
And so I realized right here, this is the perfect time to attack. Michael gets Miz. I'm able to get Hassan. And then I get a bit cocky. Failed to catch a ball against Squeaks.
Michael cocks back. Squeaks. Still alive.
This
Narrowly dodges.
It all comes down to this 2v1.
Hassan stomps. That's because I throw fucking electric balls that are unavoidable by man. We had this anime moment where we each throw a ball at each other and then dodge. Look at this. We each dodge. Look at how close his throw was to me. This is crazy. There's so many narrow throws in dodgeball. And then he dodges mine, but I have the power of 2 balls.
And Ludwig says, give it to me. He's about to catch. Michael cocks back. Squeaks. Still alive.
This
Narrowly dodges.
It all comes down to this 2v1. Ooh.
Big bounce. Ray giving it her all.
Look at Michael's dodges here.
You can feel the tension growing.
This is what the sport's all about.
Oh yeah. Squeaks.
Thinking about his
Double-fisting
play.
balls.
Thinking
Playing
about
his
his play.
time.
Born when
See if
Carter
he gets
was
an opportunity.
president.
Takes out Ray.
Ray goes down and it's a 1v1.
So close to hitting Michael there.
Michael cocking back.
Squeaks looks serious.
Come on now. Twinkle Toes trying to find his position here.
Do it for Jimmy Carter. Another dodge.
Look at the dodges from each of them. It's crazy.
They're resetting.
Games fucking 6 and 7 on the back of Michael Reeves. Just clutching out of his mind. MVP, bar none.
It's made by Team YouTube as Michael Reeves put on the show of the night.
And then with that, we moved over to the semifinals. Which was against seed number 2 from the other pool, which ended up being Team Chess Boxing. Team Chess Boxing. The way that semifinals would work, it'd be 2 10-minute halves. And this team's pretty damn stacked. On paper, this was, I think, a lot of people's choice to win the tournament because it had Point Crow, Myth, Stan, Slime, and Sandwich. But I think it turned out that the team wasn't as good as thought on paper. I think there was a lack of cohesion, and there was a lot of, I think, self-play on the team. Just people wanted to do their own thing. Like Slime, I think, just kept wanting to chuck balls and catch balls. I think Myth kept wanting to dodge balls. They're a bit all over the map.
This is good.
Come on, Lily. Come on, Lily. Lots of confidence coming from Michael.
Okay, so we had worked on this one in practice. This is actually not. We had worked on this in practice where Michael would go behind Lily, and then she would give the ball to Michael, fake throw. He would jump over her back and then throw. In practice, it turns out it doesn't fucking work because they just throw a ball at 2 targets and it's really easy to hit. So it didn't really pan out, but we did practice that. This also went to OT, yeah. It was 3-3. I think we were in the lead. They had made a miraculous comeback.
Here we go. Game is on. Myth is in. Michael's
Myth
grabbed the
is
ball.
dialed in.
No blocking. Ludwig runs in real quick.
Oh, he takes out
Saikuno
Saikuno.
eliminated. Okay, Point Crow eliminated.
Oh.
Michael, Myth is on fire.
I forgot we lost Michael.
Okay. Myth is using all of his energy right now. He's turned the Nas on.
Poor guy helping. This is helping get.
Team YouTube is going to need a big catch here.
Wait, who caught it? No.
Talk about how you're always first out. I was off in first out, but not here.
And there it is, and there it is, and there's the big catch.
Holy moly, get back in. Michael's back in.
That was it. That was it. This is insane.
Oh,
No.
Because I caught Stan's ball.
And there's the big catch.
There, I just hit Slime, and he blocks it, but that's illegal in OT.
holy moly, get back in. Michael's back in.
And then here, I throw cross court. Same situation, Myth blocks the ball, so he's out.
Sam just took out Michael.
And then it becomes a 3v1,
Went for the catch and got
which Ray closes out.
Huge drop.
Dude, Ray was so good.
Sam doesn't look scared. She looks
Ray
very
and Ray waves.
Smiling at each other.
You know what? If anyone's going
She did get so many outs. She did so well. I think maybe it's because she didn't practice. Yeah, then we entered semifinals match 2, and here's where I realized the problem. I guess the problem originally started here. So Team Chess Boxing went up against Team Kick. They were the top 2 teams expected to win this event. What I didn't realize, though, okay, because we had this fun gag where Will Neff wasn't originally invited. In fact, Team Kick only had Kick streamers for a while. Now, I liked this gag of having somebody be in disguise and calling them banned streamer. But originally, that person was supposed to be like Shake Drizzle. Like, it was just going to be a random person. And the teams was going to be filled with Yasuo, Sapnap, Nadia, and Nadia's friend, Azra. A week before the event, not even a week, 3 days before the event, I get a message from Nadia. And it's just a picture of somebody's ankle, and that shit looked like a softball was surgically implanted into that ankle. And she goes, hey, Azra fucked up her ankle. I don't know if she'll make it. And I was like, okay, easy. I will add a second banned streamer. 2 mesh suits. It'll be Yasuo, Sapnap, Nadia, 2 people in mesh suits. Sent Nadia a message. I'm like, you're still coming, right? And she's like, well, it depends when the surgery is. Because if the surgery's Saturday, I'm going to stay behind and take care of her. She's my friend. If it's Monday, then I'll be free. Friday night, she's like, oof, surgery's tomorrow. I'm not coming. And I'm like, obviously not mad. That is a good friend move. I'm like, hey, I get it. That's fair. But now, I am down to 2 people on Team Kick. Yasuo, Sapnap. And I've asked everybody I know on Kick. I asked X. And shout out to XQC. Replied incredibly quickly. Communicated very well. Said, hey, sorry, cannot make it. Well in advance. I asked Ammo. All right, didn't hear back. I asked, dude, I sent a fucking cringy ass message to Corinna Kopf. I sent a message to Corinna Kopf. I was like, hello, if you enjoy the sport of dodgeball, would you please perchance be interested in playing in a dodgeball event that is happening perchance? I was really trying to get anyone I could that was a Kick streamer that was also going to balance out the team. Some people I didn't invite because I knew they'd be busy. Like, I'm not going to invite Hikaru. He's in the middle of a fucking tournament. Some people I can't invite because they are actually banned on Twitch. So they just can't show up on stream. Some people Buddha can't. Buddha couldn't. Some people I did also like felt bad asking because they had to travel a long way. Like your rage. It'd be a crazy ask to travel for this. So I end up sending out 2 bat signal tweets. 2. The first bat signal tweet I sent out, I said, hey, I need a Kick streamer for my dodgeball event about 3 days before the event. Please DM me. I get like 10 DMs. I'm like, great. I find one guy that looks perfect. I say, hey, do you want to do it? He says, sure, I would love to. I'm actually not a Kick streamer. And I was like, what? Then no, you can't come. You can't. And he's like, bummer. And by that point, I deleted the tweet. So I'm like, fuck. So next day, I tweet again. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm like, hello. Just if anyone is a Kick streamer and lives in LA and like play dodgeball, just let me know. All you have to do is be a Kick streamer. I get 2 replies. I messaged the first guy. I said, hey, do you want to do this? He goes, thought about it. I actually don't want to. I read his DM from 5 minutes before then. It's like, hey, would love to travel. I'm like, what? Okay. Only other person, this dude. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about this person. I know his name is Moises. I know he's a partnered Kick streamer. And I know he looked fit as fuck in his Twitter header. And so my initial concern was, hey, Moises, you look kind of jacked. And I'm worried because this team's already pretty jacked. And to reassure me, Moises goes, no, man, I gained a lot of weight during COVID. I don't look anything like that. I'm like, perfect. I almost feel bad in a way. I'm like celebrating the fact that he got out of shape. And because of that, I felt comfortable making the call to invite Will and Caroline as the banned Twitch streamers that would reveal themselves in the finals. That was the game plan. Will and Caroline are the banned streamers that will reveal themselves in the finals. I thought that'd be a really fucking cool storyline. That was until Team Chess Boxing went up against Team Kick, and Team Chess Boxing went up 2-0.
What is this? Wait a minute. Holy Toledo? Is that Will Neff?
And I think losing just broke something in Will Neff's competitive body. He couldn't handle it anymore. I think he wasn't playing at the level he wanted to. I think he wanted to push his body harder. He'll say that he couldn't breathe. The reason he couldn't breathe is because he was pushing himself 90 miles an hour up and down the court throwing bombs. That's why he couldn't breathe. He could have broathed just fine if he fucking stood and chilled out. Let me tell you someone who breathed very well. Lily Pichu on my team. She spent a lot of games breathing on the sidelines, not even worried about it. She didn't break too much of a sweat there. He's sprinting. He's sweating his tuchus off, man. That's why he can't breathe. And so if you look at the score right now, it was 2-0. The moment he took off the mask, everything went amazing for him, okay? And they not only end up winning the next two, they end up winning the next 3 straight.
So those outfits,
Oh, sorry, the next 4 straight.
For real. There is no five for Slime. He needs the ace. He already got one.
Wait, will someone go for it? Will they bait it out?
Oh, no.
Just like
I'm not going to lie, that was super Chad of Caroline.
And then Kick played against Twitch in the semifinals. And they were up 6-0, dude. In the only game, I gotta pick a bone with Sapnap here. Now, look, I would never say to throw. I think throwing outright is bad. But what a beautiful moment it would have been if Dan Clancy had made this clutch 1v5 comeback against Kick to just get a point. It wouldn't have changed the results. They would have still been eliminated.
If he is able to do this.
But Sapnap wouldn't let him have it.
Behind. Sapnap on the offense. Can he dodge?
Oh,
One block. One block. No matter what, Kick moves on, but this is for pride. This is for Twitch. What is Twitch made of? What can we do, Dan?
Going for his famous 3-ball strategy.
yeah.
Show these millionaires. It's not just about the money. It's not about the glory. It's about what you get done in life. Good throws. A little bit low. Gets a second. He's making him jump, though. If you can make him jump, then you throw another one.
Oh my God.
Dude, how so close.
He's got to watch the back line. He's close to out. Back it up.
Running up.
Good dodge from Dan.
Gonna
There's
go
one
wide.
behind him, but he doesn't
And we're
see
just
it.
going to play this match out.
Look where he's standing, ref.
Emily impressively has gotten hit more than anyone today, mostly while not playing the game. All right, mano y mano. Dan saying, let's play close quarters,
bring him
bitch.
up. Oh.
Oh.
And Team Kick gonna close it out in a 7-0 victory.
That was
Dude, 7-0. All right. And Kick, for all the fucking strength they had in winning Dodgeball, they had the same strength in sapping the crowd. These guys were villains. I mean, these guys are fucking cartoon villains. They're 7-0ing. They're sweating against a 59-year-old man. And so when we were in the grand finals against them, I think I, along with every single person watching, knew the result would be that we would fucking lose. It was not a question of if, it was how bad is the loss going to be.
Sort of the anchors
Yes.
of the team.
Yes, Michael is quite strong, but I think Sap's got Michael.
But aren't their matching t-shirts so cute?
God, they throw it so fucking hard, man.
Very cute.
It's adorable.
Lud suffers from the same problem as Will as he tries to catch it too much. Oh, Caroline made a big error there.
Catch, not gonna
Slime, that's a
happen.
big error. You can't go for the catch there, Caroline. I don't know what you were thinking.
It is a monkey's paw wish is to try to get the ball and you
Here we go. You see?
Oh, I love the panache to
Sapnap
go up
just
the line.
suckered him in.
Now, I will say, to Will's credit, I go up to Will before this game. I go, bro, I don't want to lose 6-0. Not because my ego. I just think that would suck to watch. Now, I'm not saying you got to throw. I'm not saying you got to lose. I'm just saying, don't 6-0 me. And he's like, gotcha. I think at a certain point, he tried relaying this message to Moises, who, again, I'm not very familiar with. And he goes, dude, let's just dial it back a bit. Let's just dial it back a bit, you know? And I think Moises said, and I quote, fuck no. And they proceeded to sweat their little tuchuses off for both 10-minute halves, winning 4-1. Not close. We can watch through it. I think Ray had a really cool moment. That's about the only part that I think's worth mentioning here. But it was not pretty. It was not pretty. That's for damn sure.
But it's not over. Ray with a pained look on her.
And it does, I will say, it does make this win that she got over Moises all the sweeter.
Her face doing a little dance.
Because I know as a fact he was trying to win this. You can see with the speed of his throws, he was trying. He wanted to catch her ball.
She's got to mean it.
He just fucked up. What I did realize doing this event is that, for one, streamers really like having fun. And to them, this is a fun event to do. I mean, to play in it, for myself personally, it was also pretty fucking fun, man. It was just fun to run around. It was fun to play dodgeball again with some sort of stakes. I will say it was a bit tiring for me. This is, by the way, this is the moment captured in photography. I think this is one of the coolest pictures of it. So I think we'll do more events like this. It doesn't even need to be dodgeball. I think dodgeball might be a bit too physical of a sport in the sense that there's a pretty large gap between the skills of somebody like Will Neff and Lily Pichu that make it a little bit harder to get balanced teams. But I think of volleyball, yeah. I think of volleyball is fun. Kickball was great. Basketball, possible. Soccer. Honestly, what I'm thinking about, too, is some sort of, like, multi-sport event. I hesitate to use the term Olympics, but, you know, I don't want to get fucking taken down by the copyright Yakuza. But all that type of shit, people enjoy doing it. It's fun to do. They don't mind taking the time out of their day. It's easy to put on relative to, like, you know, World's Greatest Gamer. So I think that's what we'll do. But anyway, shout out to Team Kick. Shout out to Caroline, who ended up winning MVP in this phenomenal play. Michael throws the ball, bounces off Will Neff. Caroline, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, makes a diving grab. Puts her body under it like a fucking athlete.
Caroline! That was the most amazing catch I have ever seen.
Yeah, like a streamer field day. She catches it, they win. She's crowned MVP. Dude, I thought this gold bar gag was funny. It was I made people... I thought it was funny.
Oh. This is your real gold bar right here.
Oh.
And that's real gold.
That's $1,000 worth of gold, by the way.
It sure is.
Isn't it crazy? It's only $1,000, and I say only because how small it is.
$1,000.
Look at it right here.
Well, that's it for.
I think if this whole thing was gold, it'd be worth like $5 million. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be worth so much money if this was the big one.
Us at the World Dodgeball Championship. It was a lot of fun. Congrats to Kick. Congrats to Caroline. Congrats to Team Twitch. Give it up. Team Facebook.
Anyway, really good event. Thank you everybody who watched. Also, my first Twitch event, and it did very well. 50,000 people watched. What I was kind of surprised by, I don't know if you guys were surprised, more people watched on YouTube than watched on Twitch. About 50% more people watched on YouTube than Twitch. Maybe a little less, maybe 40%, but like a good chunk more. Which I was kind of, you know, Twitch is, it involves so many Twitch creators that I thought they might hear about it, but maybe it was the channel. I don't know. I don't know exactly why, but that was interesting. And another thing that I found out is that if you try right now, you might be able to check if you have a Twitch Prime, and it does work to use on my Mogul Moves channel. All you got to do is click the subscribe button. You scroll down, it says subscribe free. It's a check mark. And if you click it, you get a free Prime sub, and it works even when I'm not online. Now, here's the thing, chat. We're on YouTube. Okay? Hey, guys, we can't use Prime here. And I know most of you fucks don't use Twitch. I know a lot of you people, you're only here on YouTube. Here's the thing. You have a Twitch Prime still. Just because you use YouTube now doesn't mean your Twitch Prime is useless. So do me a favor. Just double check to see if you have a Prime available. And if you do, use it. It doesn't even have to be on me. It can be on anybody. It can be on CDog VA. It can be on Box. All right, use it on Terry. I don't care. Just make sure that if you have a Prime, you use the Prime.